Welcome back to Christ College Open Courseware, and today we discuss the solid waste management. What is the term? What is the meaning of this term, solid waste management, and different techniques for solid waste management? Firstly, we discuss what is solid waste management. The term solid waste management is used to refer to the process of collecting and treating solid waste. The entire solid waste treatment and collecting process is termed as solid waste management. Once again, solid waste management is a term that is used to refer to the process of collecting and treating solid waste. It also offers solution for recycling items that do not belong to garbage or trash. As long as people have been living in settlement and residential areas, garbage or solid waste has been an issue. In our city or in our home, the solid waste is a very big issue. How we can manage this waste? That is the key concept regarding solid waste management. There are different types of solid waste management techniques are nowadays available. The method including composting, incineration, pyrolysis, and landfills. There are different types of landfills are there, sanitary landfills and secure landfills. Or industrial and demolition landfills are also another group of landfills are there. There are mainly four methods for waste management or solid waste treatment, that is composting, incineration, pyrolysis and sanitary landfills. First, we are going to discuss about what is composting. That is, we discuss the method in details. What are the different methods of composting? What are the advantages and what are the disadvantages of this composting? Composting is an aerobic and thermophilic decomposition of matter present in the refuse by microorganisms like bacteria and fungi. That is called composting. It can therefore be used to recycle organic materials. The principal byproducts are the carbon dioxide, water and heat. That's a byproduct of this composting method. We can get valuable fertilizers from the composting process. Composting is the aerobic and thermophilic decomposition of waste matter. The process involved decomposition of organic material into humus-like material known as compost, which is good fertilizer for plants. Composting organisms require four equally important ingredients to work effectively from the energy. The microbial oxidation of carbon produce the heat if included at a suggested level. High carbon material tend to be brown and dry. That is another aspect of this type of composting. Nitrogen. That is one of the to grow. What is important of nitrogen in plant growth? That is nitrogen products are available from the compost is the main product that include nitrogen. To grow and reproduce more organisms to oxidize carbon, high nitrogen material tend to be green or colorful, such as fruits and vegetables. For the better color of a fruit, nitrogen is needed for the plants. Oxygen for oxidizing the carbon and decompose the process. Water in the right amount of maintain the activity without causing anaerobic condition. Then there are three members involved in the composting process, that including the organisms, the different components of composting, including there are different type of compost as there. Vermicompost is there and normal compost is there. Vermicompost is the help of earthworms, and normal compost, that is a microbial decomposition product. An optimum condition for composting, for the optimum condition, that means a suitable condition for composting The temperature is between 40 to 50 degrees Celsius, pH 4.5 to 9.5, moisture 40 to 70 percentage, then particle size 0.6 to 2.4 centimeter. For the better compost product, we can chop down the material or vegetables into small pieces. That is a particle size. Then air 0.5 to 0.8 meter cube. Carbon to nitrogen ratio, that is 35 to 15, is maintained. Carbon to phosphorus ratio, that is 100:1, is maintained for the optimum decomposition of organic material. And what are the phases of composting? Next, we are going to discuss the phases of composting. There are mainly two phases there, that is called a mesophilic phase, and the second one is a thermophilic phase. Mesophilic phase means an initial mesophilic phase in which the decomposition is carried out under moderate temperature by mesophilic microorganism. That is the first stage of composting. That is a mesophilic phase. That means mesophilic means moderate temperature mesophilic bacteria organism are active. Then thermophilic. As the temperature rise, a second thermophilic phase starts in which the decomposition is carried out by various thermophilic bacteria under high temperature. Mesophilic means low temperature bacteria, and thermophilic bacteria means they are loving more temperature. That is a 50 to 60 degrees Celsius is needed for the thermophilic phase. And third stage, first stage is a thermophilic, first stage is a mesophilic phase, second is a thermophilic stage, and third phase of composting is a maturation phase. As the supply of high energy compounds dwindles, the temperature start to decrease and mesophiles once again predominate in the maturation phase. That is another stage. That is the temperature. First temperature is less, then increase, then it's again low. Material that can be composted. What are the material can be composted? What are the different materials we can compost? That include organic solid waste, animal manure and bedding, human excreta. These are material can be composted. Then different step-by-step procedure of this composting technique. If anyone are interested, you can just follow this step in your home to prepare compost. First step, choose your type of compost bin. That is our first one. Then second one, that include you can make a bin using wooden pellet or corrugated iron. Enclosed one will retain heat and speed up the rotting process. A plastic compost bin is ideal for small spaces. The plastic sides and the lid remain moisture and heat in to encourage rapid decomposition. Second step, that is the first step is to choose your compost bin. Then second, choose your compost location. A sunny corner of the garden is the best location for the compost location. And the third one, right balance of composting material. Right balance of composting material means start with a layer of coarse material to allow for drainage and aeration. Cover this layer with the leaves. Then make alternate layer of green material and brown, that is a carbon rich material. And the fourth step is making compost with the alternate layer. Add a thin layer of finished compost or good garden soil between brown and green layer. That is first layer, second layer. In between this we can add a good garden soil to enrich the activity of microorganism. Then fifth step, continue to add layer until bin is full. To check it, this type of large bin, first layer coarse material, then soil, again green leaf, again soil, again brown leaf, and that like we can fill it and wait for the 14 days activity. Then harvest your compost. Active composting period range between 14 days to 6 months. Mature compost will be dark brown with a crumbly soil-like texture and smell resembling damp woodland. Remove all the finished compost from the bin, leaving unfinished material in the bin to continue decomposing. Then last step, use of the compost. These are the 8 steps that including production of compost. First step, choose your bin. Second step, choose your compost location. Third, write balance of composting material. Fourth step, making compost with the alternate layer. 5, continue to add layer until bin is full. And 6th step, to maintain the moisture and temperature according to the current situation. Then 7, harvest your compost. 8, use of compost. Next we discuss the different kind of composting. There are 3 kind of compost: aerobic compost, anaerobic compost and vermicomposting techniques are there. Aerobic means we can use the presence of air. Anaerobic composting means we can compost with using anaerobic bacteria. Vermicomposting using earthworms. That we'll discuss in the later class. Thank you.